Hey everyone. Sorry, I was just waiting for people to pop on. So today we are going to make a blueberry swag, a bell swag. We're going to be using these really pretty rustic looking bells. We are going to use a 24-inch pine swag base. We've got this gorgeous, it's so pretty. It is like a navy blue with gold, and the gold on here is going to go with the bells. And then we're just going to use lots and lots of different kinds of greenery. And then we're going to add some blueberries. I think the blueberries are going to give it just such a natural look, and that's kind of what I'm going for. There's going to be no glitter, no glitz, just all natural. So hold on just a second. Let me see. I'm trying to see if anybody's on and see if I can get the comments. There you go. Hey, Miss Kim. Okay. All right, so let's get started. First, I'm going to, if I got my big, grab some of the greenery. So we're going to use like a couple of these whole picks of greenery, and we're just going to fluff these out because you don't want them to look just really like flat. So we're going to try to fluff them a little bit. Now we're going to add them right to the base of this swag. So down here, just like this. Hold on, let me scoot back. Okay, so, all right, but first we're going to put our bells in. And I'm just going to secure these bells with a zip tie. Let me get a couple. And we may use a couple just to make sure they're really, really secure. Again, I'm just going to go right along to the base or the spine of this swag base. So, all right. I'm just going to go down and around. And don't worry about the jute rope that's going to be showing because I am going to cover that with a bow. So we're going to get that really, really tight. We'll probably do 2 so we can make sure it's not going to fall out at all. If you're commenting and I'm not seeing, Facebook is really, really slow at getting comments up. So just know I'm not ignoring anybody. And if there's nobody else on here besides Miss Kim, that's okay. Okay. Get one there. All right. All right, so our bells are secure. So that's what they look like right now. All right, now we're going to start adding in all of our greenery. So this piece, I'm going to attach down here to the bottom. And again, I'm going to go right here in the spine of the swag so that it's sticking down. You can just use pine ties to connect this, but I'm going to use zip ties. I just feel better if they are secured with zip ties so that I know they are not going anywhere when they're hanging on a door. Because, you know, the door gets opened and closed, and your wreath is going to move around a little bit. So you don't want anything falling out. Okay. One done. Okay. And then the next one I'm going to put at the top. So again, I'm going to just kind of try to move these around a little bit, get them to where they're not just flat. but they got some texture to them. We're going to go right up here. Probably go right beside these bells and put this one in. Might go down just a little bit further. There we go. All right. Again, we're going to take the zip tie and get this secured in here. Move our bells aside while we do this. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right, we're going to move our bells back in place. Where did I get the greenery? Okay, this greenery came from tmigifts.com, and I don't know if they have any more of this, but it is beautiful. It actually came with pine cones attached to it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to add pine cones, but if I do, I will add them when I'm done. But yeah, it's gorgeous, gorgeous greenery. So thank you for that question. And if you're wondering, if you're a new wreath maker and you're wondering, where do I learn all of these wreath techniques from people who have been doing it for a long time? I am part of a wreath group called Double Trouble Makers, and you can find them at doubletροublemakers.com. And so it is Lindsay with Tarnation Creations and Courtney with Southern Owls. And you guys, the things that I have learned in this group is just, I can't even tell you. I've learned so much. So I will put a link, I'll put my affiliate link in this video in the comments. That way, if you are interested, you can go there and sign up. It is well worth the money, you guys. Well worth the money. And it's a lot less expensive than some of the other wreath groups that I have seen. So, all right. So we're going to take the third and fourth pick that I have, and I'm just going to break these apart because I want to spread these out. Also, if you join the Double Troublemakers, you will get a bigger discount when you shop at creekroad.net, which is where I love to get most of my wreath supplies. So for that, it's so worth it. But what you learn in there is really invaluable. All right, last one for that one. Okay, I've got one more we're going to tear apart. And these are really easy to just break off. Okay, I'm just making us a pile. Of course, the last one's going to be difficult. There we go. That's a big stem. It's got a lot of like little stems in there, so you can keep this. I always keep my floral stems because you can find so many ways to use these. So we'll put those aside. All right, now that we have our greenery cut apart, we're going to lay that aside. We're going to put our swag aside because I want to get the bow made. The bow is going to be one ribbon, but it's going to make a statement. It's a beautiful, beautiful navy blue and gold ribbon. We're going to do big loops. I am not doing a hand bow. I want to do a lot of loops, so, and this ribbon is pretty thick. So it may be hard for my hands to hold it all. So, all right, I'm going to measure how big I want these tails, and I may want them to come down. So we're going to do probably an 11-inch tail on this. I'm going to swipe this again to see. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Did I go somewhere? Oh no. All right. Do big loops. Definitely some 6-inch loops. And we may go smaller once I'm going to do about 4 of these 6-inch loops. Because like I said, I want this to be very, very loopy. I don't know, is loopy a word? Could be. It is now. We are making it a word. Okay, so we have 4 6-inch loops. I'll show you guys. We've got 4 of the 6-inch loops. So I'm going to cut this so that we have a tail going up, not just one going down. We're going to cut it. All right. Then we're going to start another set of loops, but this time I'm going to start with the tail going down. Again, we're going to measure to see about how long the tail we need. We want it the same length as the other tail. Okay, but instead of doing some 6-inch loops, I'm going to do about 5.5 inches. So I'm going to go in about 1/2 inch. And you just kind of have to measure, eyeball it. You can lift these up to make sure your loops are the same size. Okay, so we've got 6 loops on here. All right, I'm going to cut another tail coming up, same length as the other one. Okay. And then we're going to set this aside. Going to secure it with a zip tie. And I like to get my zip tie on and tightened quite a bit before I lift it out. Excuse me. Because it's going to be thick when you're lifting this out. You're going to think, oh my goodness. But quality ribbon is made thicker than others. Okay, I'm going to put a zip tie back in here. So it's going the right way. Okay. That way we can secure it to our swag. All right. All right, nip that off. All right, let's put this aside. we are going to secure this with our zip tie right here to the top of this swag. Yes, just like that. It's exactly how I wanted it. All right, again, you're going to find the pine base. Find that spine. Just run your zip tie right down along the spine. Down in there. And same with the other side. Find your zip tie, which takes a minute. Okay, we're on the struggle bus with this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Oh, it went underneath the ribbon. No wonder I couldn't find it. And it flipped. There we go. Okay, one more time, I promise. Thread this through the other side. There we go. Okay, now we're going to flip it. I'm going to flip it over, get it secured. Pull it tight, snip it off. All right, now we are going to get everything moved around like we want it. And the reason why I wanted to keep these loops really big, really loopy, is because once I start adding the greenery, I don't want the loops to get lost. So, okay, here's what we are looking like so far. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see? Like, this is going to be so pretty when it's done. All right. Now we're just going to go through, start adding all of this beautiful greenery that we have. I might have to get a few extra ones. I have some extra pine, some like long needled pine that I think is going to be, it could be really pretty in here. All right, now for these, we're going to use hot glue. So I got my hot glue pot over here that was heating up. We're going to use our hot glue, and we are going to start sticking these in. But we're going to be sure to keep our swag, the shape of our swag, okay? So the swag is, it's called a teardrop swag for a reason, right? Like, it's big at the top, it gets smaller at the bottom. You do not want to lose the shape. You'll be saying, why does my swag look weird? And it's because if it loses its shape, it is going to look, it's going to look different, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to put that underneath. All right, we're just going to keep working. you definitely want to make sure you're getting these pine pieces up underneath your bow. We're just filling in these sides. And I'm taking these pieces right down the spine again. Okay, I'm going to go on the other side. Now, you don't just have to do like a greenery. I debated whether I wanted to do this like greenery or did I want to do it with frosted greenery. That would have been really pretty too. So really, you can do it however you want to do it. It's all personal preference, all your choice. Okay, I'm going to go up underneath these bells with a couple of these pieces. Again, we're just hot gluing these. The hot glue is going to keep everything in place. I'm excited. I cannot wait to add the blueberries. I think they're going to give it such just a whimsical touch. Okay, we're going to go right under here. That piece. And I like that this pine is like, I don't know if you can see that, it's two-tone green. So it's not just dark green or light green, it is both. Okay, let's go back up to the top a little bit here. Oops. Let's cut this first. Add some more up here. I think we're going to fold this. At the bottoms. And the wire on this ribbon is no joke. It is a really, really nice wire. I think these ones I'm just going to angle cut. The ones at the top. Okay, I've got one piece of this greenery left.